Hope you all are doing well. So today we have the 2020 May-June IGCSE past paper. So first we see the question number 1. In the question number 1, write down the order of rotational symmetry of the diagram. Okay, so first you see the pattern. Okay, you see this pattern in this diagram and this one, right? So you see how many times this pattern fits inside the diagram, like one time here and one time here. That means 1 and 1, so it's become 2. Okay, so the answer is 2. Now the next question we have, that is, at noon the temperature in Miseru was 21 degrees centigrade. At midnight the temperature had fallen by 26 degrees centigrade. Work out the temperature at midnight. Falling, that means the temperature decrease, right? So 26, now we subtract together, so we get 5, right? So the answer is -5 degrees centigrade. Now we have the third question. In the third question we have a diagram of the triangle AB equals to BC. Okay, so this one is AB and this one is BC. Both are equal. And ABD is a straight line. Yeah, ABD is a straight line. Find the value of x. So we want to calculate this value of x. So now we add the interior angle and the exterior angle. That means x plus 50 equals to 180 degree. Now x equals to 50, subtract from 180, so we get 130, right? So the answer is 130 degree. Now we have the question number 4. In the question number 4, write down a square number greater than 10. Okay, so if we square 2, so we get 4. If we square 3, so we get 9. That means if we square 4, so we get 16, right? So the answer is 16. Square number greater than 4, or we write the answer is 4 because the square number is 4. And irrational number, so irrational number, if we apply the under root on that, so we get irrational number. So the answer is under root 2. Now we have the question number 5. Y equals to mx plus c. Find the value of y when m equals to -3, x is -2 and c equals to -8, right? So now we just simply substitute the value inside the equation. So y equals to, instead of m we write -3, instead of x we write -2, then add, and then we have the c, that means we have -8. Now -3 times 2, that becomes 6, and we have 8, so we get -2, right? So the answer is -2. Now we move to the question number 6. So in question number 6, calculate the area of trapezium. We have one trapezium with the following measurement, that is 11 centimeters, 7 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So basically the height we have, that is 7, right? First we write the formula of the area. So the area of trapezium equals to area equals to half a plus b times h. What is a here? A is this one is a. What is b here? B is this one. Okay, and what is h? H is this one. Now we just simply substitute the values. So 1/2 we have 11 plus 5 times 7. Okay, first we solve the brackets. That means 11 plus 5, 16. So we just write 1/2 times 16 times 7, right? Now 2 times 1, 2 times 8, and 8 times 7, that becomes 56. So the answer is 56 centimeter square. I hope this one is clear. Now we move to the question number 7. So in question number 7, on the Venn diagram, shaded the region A intersection B. Okay, so A intersection B, shade both circles including overlap. That means hold the circle. Okay, I just use highlighter here to show which part we shade here. This one. Okay, we just shade all both the circles and the overlapping part. So this is the answer of this question. Now we have the question number 8. So write 2 negative 4 into the exponent as decimal. So first we write 2 negative 4 equals to 1 over, first we make this exponent, that is the positive one, 2 4, then 2 4, that is equals to 2 exponent 4 equals to 16, 2 times 4, right, 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 8, and 8 times 2 16. Then we simply divide this one into the calculator. So 1 over 16 equals to 0.0625. So this is the answer, 0.0625. Now we have the question number 9. So in question number 9, the bearing of B from A is 105 degree. Find the bearing of A from B. Okay, so we want to find the bearing from A from B. So we just simply add 105 degree into 180 degree, right? So 105 plus 180, that becomes 285. So this is the answer, that is 285 degree. Question number 10, simplify. So P over 2Q, right? So first 2 times 1, 2 times 2, then Q cancel from Q. So we get 2P square over T. This is the answer, 2P square over T. Now we have the question number 11. So we want to work out and simplify this one in its simplest fractional form. So first we convert this whole into the fraction. So 4 times 1 4, then 4 plus 3 7, so 7 over 4 minus 11 over 12. Now we multiply the first fraction from 3 to get the denominators equal, minus 11 over 12, then 7 times 3 21, and 4 times 3 becomes 12. So 12 and 21 minus 11, that becomes 10. So 2 times 5 and 2 times 6. So 5 over 6 is the answer. Now we have the question number 12. Roberto buys a toy for $5. He sells it for $4.60. Calculate his percentage loss. So first we find the loss. So 500 minus 4.60. First we subtract this one, so we get 0.40. So this is the loss. Now 0.40 over the total one, that is 5 times 100. So we get the loss percentage. Okay, so when we solve this one, so we get 8. So the 8% is the loss one. Okay, now we move to the next, that is simplify 8t exponent 8 dividing by 4t exponent 4. Okay, so first we have the 88 over 44, right? So 4 times 1, 4 times 2, and this 4 cancel from this 8. So we get 2t4, right? 2t4. So this is the answer. Question number 14, solve the equation. So first we multiply 3 from 5, so we get 15. So 1 minus x equals to 15, right? Now x equals to 15 and minus 1, so x equals to 14, right? So the value of x, that is 14. After that we have the question number 15. So Ila's height is 175 centimeter. Correct to the nearest 5 centimeter. Write down the upper bound of Ila's height. Okay, nearest 5 centimeter of this one, that will be plus minus 2.5, right? 5 centimeter, that is equals to, nearest one is 2.5. Now the upper bound, so we just add the 2.5 in that one, right? So we get 177.5. So this is the answer, 177.5 centimeter. We have the question number 16. Calculate 3 into 10 exponent negative 3 over whole exponent 3. So first step, we split the exponents. So 10 3 exponent 3 and 10 exponent 3. Now 3 exponent 3 equals to 27, and we multiply the exponents, so we get 10 negative 9, right? 3 times 3, that is 9. Now we write the answer in the standard form, so that means we multiply 2.7. So when we write the decimal, that means the exponent reduced, so it becomes 10/8. So 2.7 times 10 exponent negative 8 is the answer. After that, we move to question number 17. A train of length 105 meter takes 11 seconds to pass completely through a station of length 225 meter. Calculate the speed of the train in kilometer per hour. So first we write the 105 meter length takes, we add the lengths, right? 225. Now we add them together, so we get 330 meter, right? Now we calculate the speed. So 330 meter takes 11 seconds, right? So 11 times 3, so it's become 30 meter per second, right? Now we convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. So 30 times 3.6, so we multiplied them together, so we get 108 kilometer per hour, right? After that, we have the question number 18. So describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle U. We have one triangle T and we have one triangle U. So reflection in x-axis, right? If you see, we have triangle, this is the right angle triangle, and we have this one. So this one, it supposes 1x, and this one is 2x of the first one, right? So reflection in x-axis, right? After that, we have the question number 19. Make y the subject of the formula. So we have h square plus equals to x square plus 2y square, right? We have the question number 19. Make y the subject of the formula. So h square equals to x square plus 2y square. First we split y. So h square minus x square equals to 2y square, right? And h square minus x square over 2, that is equals to y square, right? Now we have the square, so when we remove it, so we get square root on the other side, h square minus x square over 2, right? And we also write the plus minus, so this is the answer. This is the subject formula of this one. After this one, we have the question number 20. So in question number 20, we have one diagram. A, B, C, D lie on a circle with center O. Yeah, right. A, B, C, D all one lie on a circle with center O. TA is a tangent. Yes, TA is a tangent. And angle ABC equals to 131 degree and ADB equals to 20 degree. Now we see what we will find. So find angle ADC, the first one. So angle ADC, when we angle ADC means this one, and plus angle ABC, that is equals to 180 degree. So the angle ABC is equals to angle ABC, this one equals to 131 degree. So we just write angle ADC plus 131 equals to 180. Now when we subtract 131 from 180, so we get 49 degree. So this is angle ADC. Now in the next one, we want to find angle AOC. Angle AOC means this one. So we just simply multiply from this one from angle ADC, right? So angle AOC equals to 2 times angle ADC. right? So 2 times 49, that becomes 98. Okay, you also show this step. So 98 degree. Now we have defined angle BAT. So angle BAT, first we see angle BAT equals to angle BAT, right? BAT equals to angle ADB. Angle ADB, right? So angle BAT equals to angle ADB, angle BAT, that becomes 20 degree, because angle BA angle this one is equals to 20 degree. Now the last one we have, that is the angle OAB. So the radius of OA, first you see the radius of OA is perpendicular, right? It's perpendicular on this one. So the tangent TA, so that means the angle OAT equals to 90 degree. Now angle OAB equals to angle OAT minus angle BAT, right? OAT is 90, BAT is 20, so we get 70 degree, right? So this question is finished here. Now we move to the question number 21. So in question number 21, first we simplify, right? So simplify this one. So we split the exponent, 5 exponent 3 and x4 3, that becomes 5 times 3, 225, and this one is 12, right? 4 times 3, so this is the answer, 125 and exponent 12. Now we have the second one. So 256 on 3 over 8, and the next one we have, that is 256 3 over 8, right? Now we convert 256 into the exponent 1, that means 2 times 2 exponent 8, right? And 3 over 8, so this 8 and this 8 cancel down. Now we write x exponent 256, and we have times 3 over 8, right? So 8 times first we write this one 2 cube, then we have x, and when we solve this one, so we get 96, right? So x 96 and 2 cubed at 8, that means add x 96. Now after that we have the question number 22. So p is directly proportional to this one when q equals to 1 and p equals to 1. First we write the condition, p is directly proportional to q plus 2 whole square. Now we remove the directly proportional, that means we have one constant, right? Then we substitute the value, q equals to 1 and p 1, so 1 equals to k 1 plus 2 square, right? So 1 equals to k 3 square, that means 1 equals to k 9, or we say 9k, and 9k equals to 1, that means k equals to 1 over 9, right? Now we substitute the value of k here. So when we have the p, like we find the p when q is 10, so we just substitute the value. So p equals to 1 over 9, then we substitute q value, that is 10 plus 2 square. Now 1 over 9 and 10 plus 2 12, then 12 square, right? So 12 square is 144, 144 over 9. Now that means 144 over 9 equals to 60. So the answer is 60. Number 24. So in question number 24, the diagram shows a sector of a circle of radius 8 centimeter. The length of the PQ, means this one, PQ, that is 6.4 centimeter. Find the area of the sector. So now we just use the formula for the area of the sector, A equals to 1 over 2 times R into S. Now we substitute the values. 1 over 2, radius we have that is R8, and the S we have that is 6.4, right? So now 1 upon 2 times 8, that is 4. So 4 times 6.4, that could be 25.6, right? So the area is 25.6 centimeter. 25.6 centimeter. Now the next question is question 25. Simplify. So first see that we have the quadratic equation in the numerator, right? So first we break the middle term. So we have 2 and 15, that means negative 30. So that means 2x square plus 6x minus 5x and minus 15. When we multiply, so we get negative 30, and when we add, so we get 1, right? Now we take the factor in the first two, so we get 2x, then we get x plus 3, and in the next one, so we get negative 5, and we get the same x plus 3. So 2x minus 5 and x plus 3, right? Now we factor the denominator by grouping. You see that we have the denominator, so we have the ax plus 3a minus 2bx plus 6b. I just take the negative sign as the common. Now we again take the common in the first bracket, so we get a, we have x plus 3, and in the next bracket we get 2b as the common, so we get x plus 3, right? Now we have a minus 2b and x plus 3, right? So we just write the numerator and denominator. So first we write the numerator, that is 2x minus 5 and x plus 3. Now we write the denominator, that is a minus 2b and x plus 3. So x plus 3 cancel down, we get 2x minus 5 over a minus 2b, right? So this is the answer of this question. Now we move to the question number 26. So in question number 26, we have cube root of y square equals to root 6. Inside we have x, and y equals to n times roots x, right? So now first we convert to the index form. So this one, the first one, that is the cube root of y square equals to x 6. So that means y is 2 over 3 equals to x 1 over 6, right? Now y equals to x, and we have n, right? This one. Now this is equals to y equals to x 1 over n. After this we just substitute 2 into 1, right? So x is 1 over n and 2 over 3, right? We just substitute the x, that is equals to x 1 over 6. Now we just multiply the exponents, so we get x 2 over 3n equals to x 1 over 6. So 2 over bases are same, that means 2 over 3n equals to 1 over 6, and 3n, that is equals to 12. 6 times 2 12, right? So n equals to 4. So the answer is 4. Now we have the last question of this paper, that is question 27. So in this question you see one cuboid, right? The diagram shows a cuboid. We have AB, that is 8 centimeter, AD we have 6 centimeter, and DH we have 6 centimeter, right? Now we calculate the angle HAF. So where is H? This one, HAF. We calculate this angle. So first we calculate the AH, like the first we calculate the side lengths. Okay, so AH, that is equals to, we square the values, 6 square plus 6 square, that is equals to 36 plus 36, I just write 72, right? Now we calculate AF. First we calculate AH, means this one, this line, right? Now we calculate the AF, means this line. So AF, that is equals to 8 square plus 6 square, that means 8 square 64, and this one 6 square is 36, root 100 equals to 10, right? Now we use the cosine rule. So cos theta equals to AH square plus AF square minus HF square over 2 times AH into AF, right? Now we substitute values. So AH we have, that is the root 72 square, plus AF we have, that is the 10 square, or minus HF, that is the 10 square, 2 times AH, that means 2 times root 75. Oh wait, I just write the multiplication sign as well, 72, not 75, and AF, that should be 7, right? Now 72 root square, so it should be 72, plus 10 square 100, minus 100 again, 2 times root 72 and times 10, right? So 2 times 10, 20, 20 root 72, and this will be cancelled down. So cos theta we have, I write the further part here, cos theta, that is equals to 72 over 20 root 72, right? And the theta, that is equals to cos inverse and root 72 over 20. Now we calculate the value of cos inverse. So we get theta equals to 64.9 degree. So the angle HAF, means this angle HAF, this will be 64.9 degree. Okay, I hope this one is clear. So this paper is finished here. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, so you will ask me in the comment section. I will meet you into the another video with another IGCSE past paper. Goodbye, take care.